What's up, everybody? Byron here from ByronDoss.com, and I'm coming to you because I want to talk about something interesting that I just really found out about not too long ago. It's a new social network for the games, and you know, Twitch is a huge ordeal. Everybody loves Twitch, and a lot of gamers love it. Well, there's a couple of Apple engineers that are trying to tackle it, and the name of it is Caffeine. You go to caffeine.tv. It's currently in beta, but really it's designed to take the hassle out of broadcasting not only a game but also your webcam as well, just if you want to do live shows or anything of that nature. So it's designed really to tackle the behemoth that Twitch is, and they talk about going after that market, and all the other gamers and people who aren't on Twitch is what they're doing. So let's just get right down into it. Put in your browser, caffeine.tv. Now let's look right at what we get. And what you come to is the very beginning of signing in. Now this is really interesting because it allows you to instantly sign in with Twitter or Facebook, or you can just create a new account altogether, kind of whatever you want to do. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and create a new account and work through it that way. And let's see what happens. So my username, let's just go ahead and make it this. My email is going to be and of course I'm going to put in a password. And let's just sign up. Now what I did, I actually signed up earlier underneath the ByronDoss.com Twitter account. I went through that process to kind of see how it was. So I'm curious to see if it actually lets me do it this time. And sure enough, it does. Of course, if you're not using a password manager, you really should. And this is what we're going to do. We're just going to name this personal just because that makes it easy. And let's just say the login. And lo and behold, here we are. It's really simple. And then they're going to send a verification email, commit. So that way you make sure that you're not a robot who's just doing this to be doing it and all of that fun stuff. And so we'll see if that rolls through pretty quick and see if I actually get that verification email. We'll check it on my phone because that'd actually be a little bit easier than anything else. But as I do this, what we want to look at is it really easy to start this type of thing? Now, if we look here, we've got several things to look at. One, we've got 3 ways of doing it. You can do it from the web, you can do it from your PC gaming camera, or you can do it from your iPhone. And unfortunately, they do not have an Android app yet, which is kind of disappointing, but it kind of makes sense, seeing as how that the 2 people who started this are really ex-Apple employees. So it makes sense that they use iOS because they're more familiar with it. It's easier to do, and they can get through it. So, I'm not too worried about that. But think about it as a social network, insofar as it's got a kind of a same feed like Twitter. Google Plus is really more akin to a Google Plus feed because it looks kind of like that with just nothing over here. If you look at it, you can see how everything is and what you do. Now, I did get a confirmation of my email, so let's go ahead and refresh and make sure. Yeah, see, we got rid of the little bar there. And it's really simple. Welcome, upload a picture. You can watch live for who's doing stuff, and you can just scroll down and look at the feeds. And you can kind of follow, just like you do on Twitter, the people who are actually streaming and doing whatever. So let's go through here. Let's click on the icon. Let's go to my profile. And look at that. Let's go ahead. We're not going to put a picture up just yet because I'm still working on that. Who am I following? Who are my followers? That's pretty simple. About talks about broadcasting and everything you love. The idea here is just so you just set it and you just broadcast and go. That's the name of the game for this thing. And it's really easy. Let's go look at the settings. You've got email, password. If I want to connect to Twitter, I can. Connect to Facebook. Any notifications that you want. People you follow, you have it by email or desktop notification. People you're watching, new followers, friends, suggestions, and community updates. I like to take all those things out just because I want the experience to be without any notifications. I don't want stuff continuously popping up and really getting in the way. And of course, you got, if you ignore users, they're going to be here for what you want. So it's really pretty interesting. Now, how easy is it to start broadcasting? Well, it looks like if you just click to start broadcasting, then all of a sudden you get some choices here. You can do PC games, camera only, or iPhone app. Now, if we click on PC game, I want you to notice one thing though. Even though they are iOS, they're from Apple, the only way you can do the pre-release is if you're on a Windows 10 machine. Seriously, Windows 10. You do an iOS app, but you only let it on Windows machines. That's kind of frustrating. But you can download it and see what you want. They have supported games over here on the right-hand side, which is really good. So it gives you a good idea of what you need to be able to do live broadcasting if you're just using your machine. But let's go ahead and go to camera only, and let's see what happens. It's really nice because it allows you to select a camera. So I'm going to select Logitech and see if it shows me. And lo and behold, there I am. Click the three dots, the mic. I'm going to do Logitech here as well and let it go. And then all you do is hit the button and off you go. You can name your broadcast. I'm just going to call it test broadcast. And if you want to say something, you can. If you want to share it, you can share it here. Anything you want. It's kind of neat how it works, because you just saw how simple it was to get on the bandwagon and get moving and get going. And that's really what you want as far as simplicity goes. So that's kind of neat and kind of exciting. I am a little bit bummed that if you want to do a game, you can only be on Windows. That's kind of disappointing, especially since I'm on a Mac. That means I can't do any games on there. But that's okay. I mean, that's just the way it is for a pre-release. But let's go back to the beginning. And if you look, you can actually watch people who are live. Let's see what he's doing. Look here, they got some good animations here.
Slowly but surely, the number of people watching, my hope is that doesn't matter anymore. Slowly but surely. And it does now, and I understand. Because that's
So live, I'm still looking into seeing what the bandwidth is and what it's actually broadcasting at. I believe it's probably going to be 720 like most things, although they are using web RT to be able to do a lot of stuff, so they might actually go up to 1080p. But there's no indication of what it is just yet, and I'm still trying to find that. As we go into full screen mode here, you can see it's got to be 720. It's not the crispest, it's not the cleanest. And you know, a gentleman like this who's in a booth using a microphone and headsets, you know he's not using a 720p camera. So that's my thoughts about what's going on. Will this take on Twitch? Will it become better than Twitch? I don't know. I think it's got good backing. It's got a lot of money behind it. It's got a good interface. It's very simple. It's very easy to use. But can it connect with Twitch? Not yet. Is it in the right direction? Yes, it definitely is. But what they need to do is they have to have an Android application, and they have to be able to do games on Macs. Because even though predominantly everybody is on Windows who's doing gaming, there are some people who game on Macs like myself. Granted, I'm not this hardcore gamer, but I do enough to where, you know, I enjoy doing it on my machine, and that's the exciting part about it. And that's the good thing about this. Twitch is a fabulous product, but I think this just brings it down to a little bit different level, shows a little bit different things, and lets you look at what's kind of happening socially around you. So it's throwing in Twitter and Facebook, which are two humongous social networks. Putting it in here, I think it's going to be pretty good. So check it out. I'll have a link in the description below. It's caffeine.tv. Totally free to get on. You can do it right now. Go out, have some fun. Stick your face out there, say hi to some people. But remember, protect yourself. Get a VPN, use it. Nothing wrong with protecting yourself. Do it. Link in the description below. I use private internet access. It's one I use personally and professionally. Love it. Just use it. Also, back your stuff up. Make sure you're doing good backups. You can always get new computers, but you can't always get the data and the photos and the pictures of your family and friends if all of a sudden you lose everything. So back your stuff up. I use Backblaze. It's cheap. It's an awesome little product. Link in the description below. And remember, stay out of trouble. It's cheaper to stay out of trouble than it is to get in. Be safe.